said that Golden Boy had 3 headliners. So, that means that Devin's not a headliner. That's why. So Bill got upset and said, Oscar's talking Spanish. There's a lot of lying going on. And Oscar's like taking out the abs. Yeah. Like, you can get it.
Oscar was upset. And he even said, listen, it could be more than 3 fights. It could be 4, you and I.
Oscar, maybe he was upset. He was having fun, though.
Yeah.
He misses.
All right, so let's talk about it. The final press conference just ended for the Ryan Garcia, Rolando Romero, Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez, and Teofimo Lopez Arnold Barboza pay-per-view that's happening in Times Square this Friday. So we got some good information for you guys today. Shout out to my colleague Donnell was there in New York covering the Fight Week events. I couldn't go, but I'm going to give a nice explanation. Look, don't Teofimo remind you of, I know he's supposed to be a luchador, but you know what it remind me of? Pulp Fiction. When Zed be like, bring out the Gimp. And the dude be like, the Gimp's sleeping. Well, wake him up. Like, I'm going to show you real quick. I know, just hear me out. So, all 3 of these fights would have been pay-per-view somewhere if it wasn't for the new era of boxing that we're in right now, where we're getting these stacked cards of fighters that would normally be on pay-per-view, or these fights would have normally been on pay-per-view. This right here, the Gimp. Just without the zipper. But whatever. Anyway, I got some footage of how the ring's going to be set up in Times Square. We're going to talk about the undercard, what's next for all of the fighters. And overall, the buzz for this fight, it's starting to pick up. Now, another issue for me about going to the fight and covering the fight is logistically a nightmare. Imagine driving to New York. The card's going to be starting, at about 6 p.m. on Friday. In the beginning of spring, the beginning of May, in New York Times Square. Logistically, it would be a nightmare. So this fight right here, I'm really interested in. Very meaningful fight because, listen, Jose Ramirez is now in a new weight division, 147. He said multiple times that he may have stayed at 140 too long. Now, is he washed? I don't really think so because let's see how however, he is battle worn. He has been in a lot of significant fights over his career, but in a new weight division, how is he going to look? And also, Devin Haney, has he really recovered from that ass whooping, whether it was an official or not? Somebody said in the chat that he got his ass whooped unofficially, which is kind of true. Well, it is true. So how is he going to, be looking in his first fight back? And it will be over a year. Now, Ryan Garcia versus Rolando Romero. Here's the thing. Rolando Romero, did you notice he's been pretty docile during the buildup of this fight? I actually like it, to be honest. But he's still unintentionally hilarious. And he's been on a big stage before. Remember, he's been in 2 significant pay-per-views. This is his 3rd. Ryan Garcia with the Wall Street Never Sleeps 80-style suit. Glad that Rick Reno decided to put something on that barcode of a hairline he got, that comb front. What is the equivalent if you comb your hair front versus a comb over? Remember, he used to run boxing scenes. So him right here, he's on top of the world, That's one of them positions where you gotta cherish it. Remember, the ring was owned by Golden Boy. They didn't have a big budget. If I was to put into perspective, Ring Magazine was struggling heavily financially. Speaking as editor-in-chief of Ring right there, he was the one that was actually keeping Ring Magazine afloat. But anyway, let's say if they went from like a $2 million a year budget, probably was way lower than that, to like maybe just like a war chest of $100 million a year. If you look, everything just got revamped. These events are Ring Magazine events. And the way it's looking is that when the Saudis finally, and TKO and Dana White and all them guys finally take over boxing, the Ring is going to be the only belt that they're going to recognize. That's going to be like their UFC championship, with all the money that they're putting into it. But anyway, here's a little bit of a controversy that on these broadcasts right here, let me show you something. The press conference got really exciting around this point.
Come back after a year layoff and show the world what he's really made of. You know what I mean?
And what's going to happen is Eddie Hearn is going to start talking, and then once they start interviewing the fighters, it goes blank. They start editing it out. Oscar De La Hoya and Bill Haney got into it. For example, Bill Haney was upset, as we heard at the beginning of the video. And he said that Oscar De La Hoya had lingerie under his suit.
Get some lying.
Now, you'll be able to find clips of the clipped out content on the, for example, let me back up. On the DAZN Matchroom, Ring TV, whoever's broadcasting this press conference through official platforms on YouTube, they clipped all of this out.
Starting with Oscar De La Hoya first saying that it's 3 headliners and they're all with Golden Boy.
What? I know, it's something chicey, ain't it?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It's a little crooked over here.
You said 3 headliners and they're all with Golden Boy.
Bill is...
Like
we don't need you to get on touch. Yeah! Yeah! Let's get him going! Oscar, we gonna get you going! Oh my God, he's bluffing! He's bluffing! Let me see the uppercut!
Only in New York, ladies and gentlemen, only in New York.
Let's go, Oscar! Golden boy! Golden boy!
Hey.
Let's go, Oscar!
It's turned into full chaos up here, folks.
Oscar!
What's going on?
Hold on, let me find the clip. Did I pull it? Is this it? What he said?
Oh, shit!
Oh, that wasn't Bill that said that.
You got lingerie under your suit!
Was that Bill?
Oh, shit!
I don't think that was Bill. We would have heard it. But anyway, yeah, overall entertaining press conference. Let me show you these images of what they're doing at Times Square. Let's see here. And the fact that they're pulling it off, that cost a lot of money, man. That cost a lot of money to be pulling this off. And it's going to be on all the screens down there. You're going to see more footage coming out in the coming hours. I wonder if the weigh-ins are going to be outside. My man Dan Canobio.
In the middle of New York City, a sanctioned fight, not street fights. Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. Can you believe they're fighting in Times Square? You don't care. Let's keep it going.
I'm voting for Ryan, man. I'm going for Ryan.
You're going for Ryan?
I'm going for Ryan.
Yeah, because he fought Devin Haney last year. Devin Haney, dude.
Is that like the heavyweight?
All right, here are the ring girls for Friday
Casuals.
night. They're getting ready for the big event in Times Square. How's it going? We're building the ring, right? Mayonnaise commercial? No, man, it's a fight. You know it. Did you guys know that there's a boxing video game out now? Undisputed.
Is it new?
It's new.
I got that game. I haven't booted it up in like months.
Ryan Garcia's in the game.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And is he like the host, the star of this game?
Every fighter's in it.
Oh, no. Why these casuals, man? But, I mean, they're going to be on Times Square. So, you know, I'm interested to see what the logistics is and how they're going to put it all together. But, yeah, let me give you my predictions real quick. So I got Devin Haney, but man, I don't know. I'm not confident. I'm not confident. And you know, my former Mexican side wants me to go with the Latino, but I don't know. But my black side is like Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia over Rolly. I think that Rolly's going to put on a better performance, a career performance. For some reason, I'm feeling that Rolly's going to be forever. And Teofimo Arnold Barboza, listen, you don't know about Teofimo. He's a bit of a head case now ever since he was going through what he went through with his wife. You know, it seems like he took a lot of damage in that situation. I mean, obviously, there's 2 sides to the story, but dude got a little bit of screws loose, you know? I'm not knocking it. I've been through some custody shit myself. You know, that should have fucked you up. But I just can't count Arnold Barboza out. However, let me show you how Arnold Barboza was looking during the show. I mean, during the press conference, because he was looking kind of skeletal. You see what I'm saying? I mean, he's looking kind of skeletal up there. So it makes me wonder, Teofimo, why were you wearing the mask, my friend? And as you can see, Ramirez looking good at the new weight. 7 pounds is a big difference for a fighter, man. This shit is hilarious, though. And this makes me wonder why Grady is here. Of all people, because it seems like to me, obviously Teofimo's been taking shots at Top Rank for the last few years now. It's accelerated over the last year. So this was an interesting pick for them to have at the press conference. See, where's Barboza? See, we're not even going to hear from him. They just cut it all out. They just cut it all out. Well, with that being said, I am going to be here on a Friday night covering this card, and we're going to be here for the weigh-in, covering the weigh-in as well. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. The links to my social media are right down below in the description box.